Hello and welcome to the Sunday Guardian show by Joyeeta Basu. I'm the editor of the newspaper, the Sunday Guardian. Today, let us discuss the very curious decision by the United States to provide Pakistan with a $450 million worth F-16 sustainment program. First, let me make it clear that this program is not an aid to Pakistan as some experts in India are claiming it to be. It is a sale. Pakistan pays, not the US. Secondly, the US has said that the sale will not include any new capabilities, weapons or munitions. Now, according to the US, if you look at the US statement, it says the proposed sale will support the foreign policy and national security objectives of the United States by allowing Pakistan to retain interoperability with US and partner forces in ongoing counter-terrorism efforts and in preparation for future contingency operations. Now, the US statement adds that the proposed sale will continue the sustainment of Pakistan's F-16 fleet, which greatly improves Pakistan's ability to support counter-terrorism operations through its robust air-to-ground capability. Now, in this context, let us look at a report in the Sunday Guardian by our Bureau Chief Abhinandan Mishra. Now, the report is headlined Biden's F-16 deal with Pak linked to Zawahiri's death. Now, before I go into the Ayman al-Zawahiri aspect, now let me speak of a pertinent point that has been raised by the report. In which world will Pakistan need F-16 fighter jets to bomb terrorists? Now, the Taliban are already in power in Afghanistan and terror groups no longer feel the need to hide and function from the mountains of Tora Bora or any such area that anyone will need the jets to bomb them to smithereens. The terror groups are now operating from densely populated urban areas which fighter jets cannot bomb. So, the countering terror argument being given by the US does not work. In fact, apprehensions are that the jets will most likely be used to bomb Pakistan's own citizens in insurgency prone areas such as Balochistan. Now, apart from this, there is a good chance of Pakistan using these fighters against India. They have already used the F-16 against us. Remember the Abhinandan incident in which an F-16 was downed by the Indian pilot? Now, Pakistan denied that it was using the F-16 against India, but we had given enough proof to show that it was indeed an F-16 that Pakistan had lost in the aerial dogfight. Hence, observed from Indian perspective, it is problematic that the Joe Biden administration decided to overturn the hold that the previous government of Donald Trump had put on this particular deal in 2018. Now, as the Sunday Guardian report says, the reversal of Trump's decision is being seen as a reward to Pakistan for helping the US kill Al-Qaeda chief Ayman al-Zawahiri. In fact, if you ask me, this reward primarily has to do with Pakistan staying on the US radar as an important ally in a strategically crucial Af-Pak region. Now, don't forget that Pakistan has never been knocked out of the major non-NATO ally status which the US has given it, in spite of backstabbing Washington whenever the opportunity arises. Now, the US seems to have forgotten the extremely humiliating retreat from Afghanistan last year, which was largely a result of the Pakistan-backed military takeover of Kabul by the Taliban. It also seems to have forgotten how Pakistan ensured that its favorite terrorists from the Haqqani network got a decisive say in the Taliban government in Kabul. Now, this is because Washington still believes that Islamabad, or if I can say actually general headquarters of Rawalpindi, the military headquarters that is, GHQ Rawalpindi can still play a role to ensure that US interests are fulfilled in the region. including of retaining a toehold in Afghanistan. Now, the F-16 program has to do with Pakistan allowing the United States the use of its airspace to launch drone attacks inside Afghanistan. In fact, Al-Qaeda chief Zawahiri was killed in a drone attack, and Afghan Defense Minister Muhammad Yaqub at that time said that Pakistan was allowing the US to use its airspace for drone attacks in Afghanistan. I mean, in other words, the US believes that Pakistani generals are indispensable if the US has to stay relevant in Af-Pak region. However, by acceding to the request of the Pakistani generals, the US is doing a disservice to the people of Pakistan once again. Now, Washington is allowing the generals to continue with their iron grip on the Pakistani people, where the military controls everything and stays as the ultra-rich ruling class, even as the common man suffers the horrendous burden of inflation and a bleak future. Now, apparently 30% of Pakistan is flooded underwater. Now, people are dying by the thousands. There is a shortage of food. Pakistan is surviving on bailouts. Amid all this, the generals are more concerned about their fighter jets. For what? In their eternal search for parity with India. I mean, a country whose economy at $300 billion GDP is a little bigger than Mumbai's at $280 billion. Is searching for parity with India. Now, except for its capacity to make mischief, what is Pakistan? I mean, nothing more than a basket case. Now, there is one last point. Now, even as the US makes the wrong choice once again, it should not forget about Pakistan's proximity to China. Anything that is given to Pakistan is as good as giving it to China. For US's own sake, it should think twice before selling any critical equipment to Pakistan. The sale should stop with spare parts and not go beyond that. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.